about the GTIME Master's program. And I try to want to make it short, but at least to give you some background information about the program. So before I go into the details, so I'm the program coordinator, and I'm a bit proud because I also founded and invented the GTIME program together with my colleague here, Professor 𝘱𝘢𝘳𝘵, already in 2007. We initiated the predecessor program. It was called Master in Global Innovation Management. I like the name Global Innovation Management Master much better than GTIME, but it's still blocked. So from 2008 until 2018, we were running together with international partners the GIM program, but there was room for improvement. So we were blocked for quite a while because it was Erasmus Mundus funded. So we were not allowed to come up with improvement ideas. Nevertheless, so it took us some years. And in 2018, we started with the GTIME program, right? Upfront, GTIME, it's not an MBA program. So everybody who's interested, please stay in the webinar, but GTIME is not an MBA. So we are clearly focusing on mainly global or innovation management with a global perspective, including entrepreneurship. I just want to make it clear. Yeah, so what I said, I'm the program coordinator, and here you might have been in touch with my colleague Stefan Bergmann, who is also in charge and giving information, recommendations, and asking your questions, right? So we are from Hamburg University of Technology. So TUHH, it's a public university. So we are the second largest university in Hamburg, after Hamburg University, which is not offering engineering faculties, sciences. So we are among the top 10 technical universities, public technical universities in Germany. So we are the youngest one and the smallest and the youngest one, only founded in 1978, right? We have got, so TUHH has got excellent rankings. We are a very international university. So meanwhile, up to 1/4, so 25% of our students are international students, many non-European students, and also a growing number of female students, not sometimes, rather seldom in technical universities, but I think already 25% of our students are female students. Nino showed you the map of Germany. So Hamburg, it's in the north of Hamburg. And sorry, Nino, because she's living in Bremen, but maybe I'm a bit biased, but Hamburg is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. And I'm deeply convinced. So here you get some impressions from the harbor, you know, the town hall on the left side, and with this opera house in the harbor and the new Elb Tower, which will be finished when you are there, and so forth and so forth. So it's a very beautiful, very international city. But it's not only a place to be for a weekend to enjoy the city, it's also a great place to work, because it's one of the economic powerhouses in Germany. So being the headquarter or home base for many well-known international companies from Airbus, Siemens, Renewables, Bayersdorf, you know, this Nivea cream and stuff like that. No, we are a trade logistics hub, aviation hub, life science, what you see here. So, and this is important because those companies play an important role also in our GTIME program, not only as being active in the classes, courses, but also offering jobs for students, because many of the GTIME students are working next to the program, or becoming very interesting, attractive companies, employers after graduation. Coming to this. So what is GTIME? And now, sorry for a bit long, not a long story. My background is in international management. So one of my majors was, and I was teaching the field of international business strategy. I was running the chair at Hamburg University for international management. When I joined the institute, I started doing research and teaching at the interface of international business strategy and innovation management. And this is what I call global innovation management. And this is important because in a more and more globalizing world, managers, companies, it doesn't matter if you're located in India, in Mexico, in Turkey, in Germany, in the US, in Canada, or somewhere else, companies from all around the world have to ask themselves, how can we compete successfully in a more and more globalizing world? I've kept telling my students, the world has become very, very colorful. This means new ideas are created in Bengaluru, in Chennai, in Nanjing, in China, in Shanghai, or in Mexico City, in Monterey. So there are new knowledge clusters popping up all over the world. Highly innovative companies with brilliant ideas, right? With the support of digital solutions, applications, whatever. And this is why we are deeply convinced that companies need global innovation management and the success of the program. So the success of our students, graduates in finding a job, proves that we are correct, that we are right in our assumptions, right? So global innovation, or GTIME, is about how to successfully compete, survive as a company in a more and more globalizing world. And it doesn't matter if you're a small, medium-sized, or large company and where you're coming from, because what we are teaching is universal, right? And so GTIME, and this is what we do within 2 years. So it's entirely taught in English. All students start off in Hamburg for the first year, and then they can decide where they want to spend the second year coming to that, right? So TUHH, I know some of you, maybe many of you, are looking for rankings. So all technical universities in Germany have a very, very globally, a very, very good reputation. So it's easy to find a job afterwards, right? And you can also find us in the rankings, our business faculty and so forth. And that the assumptions are correct. This is also showcased here in the development of the program. What I said, in 2018, without any marketing, so we attracted 8 students from scratch without any marketing. And this is, you might say, wow, now, okay, 27. So this is not a lot. Yes, it's a lot, especially at a public university where students usually don't have to pay tuition fees. I'm coming to this, but for GTIME, we need tuition fees. Otherwise, we could not run the program based on all the offerings. But what you can see here, there was a small dip, of course, in 2020-21 because of Corona. But since then, we have a steady growth. But we don't want to have 35 or 40 students. We want to have small classes because what we do is very work intensive, not only for you, but also for us. We do it very interactively. We bring in a lot of companies, expertise, experts from companies, so that you really learn on the job in the classes, right? So, but steady growth coming to this. And by the way, this year, we have, as you can see here, in September, end of September, 27 students started the new program this year, Intake 2024. They're coming from 4 different continents, 14 different countries. So we have the diversity. Nearly half of them are female, half of them are male, and was said from all over the world. And this is what we are looking for, the diversity. And also people with different backgrounds, engineering background, business background, people somebody showed interest with an arts background, and we love this because people with different backgrounds bring in different ideas. And this is what, and you will or would experience it in class, how much fun it is to discuss with people from different national backgrounds or bachelor backgrounds and so forth. Right? Okay, next one. Okay, so how is GTIME structured? As I said, the first year you come to Hamburg, enjoy Hamburg. It's a beautiful city, great university, and very interesting classes. Sorry, don't want to sound arrogantly. And so just to give you some ideas, as I said, it's not an MBA, even though we do something like Foundations of Corporate Management. I'm teaching that. Why? Because still, I would say 70% of our students have got an engineering bachelor. So they might have never, maybe you have never heard about economies of scale, learning curve effects, and break even, something like this. So this is where we lay ground, because it's important to understand such economic concepts, right? So we have in winter, we have compulsory classes here in orange: global innovation management, technology management, responsible leadership communication. You know, this is something what we also do because having students from so many different places all over the world, different religions, cultural backgrounds. So we do something in the induction weeks so that we talk about and teach intercultural communication, right? So that you find it easier to get along with your new classmates. It makes a difference, right? So the gray ones, what you see here, are electives: project seminar, entrepreneurial finance, digital economics, data literacy, and so forth. So yes, we talk about data science, data analytics. We apply artificial intelligence in different ways. For instance, last summer semester, I had offered an elective, which was called AI-based strategic management, together with a company. So topics like sustainability, sustainable innovation management, or digitalization, and AI just as one form of digitalization, this is what we have in our curriculum, because these are concepts or trends, of course, which have an impact on companies and therefore on innovation management companies. This is what we do. So the main focus is on innovation management. But if there are some students who are interested in starting their own company, this is why we are integrating classes like entrepreneurial finance. And what you see in the second semester, you see technology entrepreneurship, something like this. Why do we do that? Because innovation and entrepreneurship are related. They are connected. And so we have always had students who either already had started their own company or have the idea of starting their own company, or some of them because they meet interesting classmates from the GTIME program or here at TUH, and they together, they develop the idea, wow, we want to start a company. So they get an idea and they work on it, because they're also supported by TUH. We have got an accelerator, we have an incubator, we have startup port, and there are many, many institutions which help people who want to start a company. Just on the side. So in summer, you see in the summers, in the second semester, in the summer term, sustainable innovation management, marketing of innovation, and many, many other electives. You will get from Nino the presentation, and on the website of the program, you find module descriptions, right? So what we do is we always challenge the program, that we are saying, okay, so the courses, compulsory as well as electives, the courses we are offering, are they really covering the important topics, the topics companies are looking for? So an expertise companies are looking for. And this is why we are also reflecting and mirroring our curriculum with companies to get their feedback, because it's important to increase your employability. Yeah. Okay. Very important, what I mentioned before. So this project-based learning is an essential part. So what we do, so yes, sometimes we have a pure lecture, but not very often. So in most classes, we are integrating companies. At the moment, together with a colleague, Professor Tiwari and I, we are running a module, Global Innovation Management. And in this course, we are collaborating with IBM Germany, which is headquartered here in Hamburg. And tomorrow we will have 10 presentations of our students in front of the board of directors of IBM Germany, who have worked on question how IBM Germany can improve its competitive position in the global market, right? So this is just one example. You see here General Electric, Rolls-Royce, LTTS from India, Unity, IBM, Airbus, large companies, Olympus from Japan. Most of them, or nearly all of them, are headquartered here in Hamburg, or they have large units, business units. And those are companies we have been working with, right, in our class. In addition, so what I said before, many of our students are working next to the program. Why? Because we are organizing the program in a way so that you have 2 days per week off, so where you can work. So it's easy for you to work up to 20 hours per week, right? And for many of our students, or for some of them, it's essential so that they can cover the tuition fees and or the accommodation and living expenses in Hamburg, right? So it's possible. And because we are very well established in Hamburg over the last 6 years, and so more and more companies are seeking partnerships with us, means offering jobs to our students because they are familiar with the quality of our students, right? In addition, it's not only that we integrate companies and their challenges, their not problems, let's say tasks in our curriculum. We also organize company visits, excursions, to different companies, just some examples, right? But it's not only work. We also want to have fun. This is very, very important. This is also an essential part of the program. So that our students have fun, we organize social evenings, social events. We have an alumni event where different cohorts come together, right? And many other aspects. So, and we encourage our students, to organize their own social events because it's just fun. It's just great to meet and have fun with people from so many different destinations. What you see here, this is what we started 2 years ago. We organized a summer school. So in May, usually in May, so 2 years ago, we went for 1 week to Porto. This year, we went to Copenhagen. Next May, for 1 week, students will go to Barcelona. This is part of the tuition fees. You don't have to pay extra for it. So we organize everything. So very often we combine it with the module. So this year we combine it with sustainable innovation management. So we will work on a real challenge of a company in Spain, in Barcelona, in the metropolitan region of Barcelona. And of course, we will have fun in the sun, right? So, and you see on the bottom left, you can go to LinkedIn, to Instagram, and to all the Facebook and so forth, just to find more information about it. Second year, you have to go and you will go abroad. So it's not possible to spend the entire 2 years in Hamburg. Wait just a second, I'm coming to this. So second year, you go abroad. And at the moment, we have got 7 second-year partners. As you can see here, 5 of them are located in Europe. 1 is located in India, and another one is located in Japan. At the moment, we have got 3 students in Beppu in Japan. So very interesting. During the first year, I showed you the curriculum where we lay ground in the field of global innovation management and entrepreneurship. So the curricula of the second year partners, they are complementary to what we are doing, teaching during the first year. And according to your interest, you can select. It's not that we say you have to go here or there. No, you select. So at the end of the first semester, in January, next January, there will be Q&As with students who are at the moment at the different destinations, plus with the program coordinators at those second-year partner institutions, so that you can make a well-informed decision where you want to spend the second year. It's you, not us, right? It's you. Okay. And also, please go to the website. There you find the curricula and the module descriptions of the second-year partners, most of them. Okay, and believe me, all of them are great. I've been to all of them. I've been teaching there sometimes as a visiting professor, and it's really fun. Not because they're on the list, it's what I said. Okay, I want to come to an end. It's just an important question from your side, definitely. Why to study GTIME? It's a cool program. I think I don't think I know it. It's a very unique curriculum, something you hardly find somewhere else. So having the different second-year partners, this is really unique. And at the moment, this morning, I had a virtual meeting with colleagues from Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology. They are located in Melbourne and in Barcelona. And there are discussions to join. They would like to join the GTIME program, and it might be also some online teaching. So you could go to Australia, but you could also stay during the second year in Hamburg and to do classes online, plus a masterclass face-to-face in Barcelona in autumn for a couple of weeks. But first, I'm just saying, so we are constantly trying to, make the program better and better and better. So it's easy to find a job afterwards. Most of our students, they have a job before they graduate. Why? Because they already work as students in large companies, medium-sized companies, and most of them are offered a job. At the moment, you might know that Germany is facing a kind of recession, small recession. I want to be honest about it. So this year, it has become not very complicated, but for some, so it took a bit longer to find a job after graduation, but still a very, very high level, high rate of it because of the very good education, what I said. So the starting conditions are very, very good. People work in research and development, in departments for innovation management, business development, in product management. So a broad, wide range of potential jobs. They work in consulting firms. We have had in nearly every cohort, we had one or two students who joined academia to do a PhD. At our institute, we have three who are doing, GTIME students who are doing a PhD. Another one just started in Auckland at the business school in New Zealand and so forth. So you can work for governmental institutions, for NGOs and so forth. So a broad variety. What else? Okay, I skipped this. Now there are just some testimonials and examples where people are working with which background. Just go through it because I would like to come to your questions. Ryan from the US, Danish from India, Ninan from Canada, Xiaoyin from Taiwan. So you see the students are coming from everywhere. right? And many want to stay in Germany or Europe after graduation, and they can, very good chances. So I just got to know that until 2040, Germany has to attract, only Hamburg has to attract 200,000 international qualified people. Because of all the large companies, they're partly desperately looking for qualified people. So what's next? So you might have seen that the application period, it was supposed to start officially on 1st of December. So you have to do a pre-check. No worries, it's not an exam. It's just that you have to state where you're coming from, your bachelor's degree and something like this. It's a pre-check if you're eligible for it or not. If you're eligible, but I'm sorry for this, and still I don't know why, but you can only apply starting from the 15th of January until 1st of March. So just within 6 weeks, but no worries about that, plenty of time, right? If your pre-check is negative, don't give up. Please send an email to Stefan Bergmann or myself. You will see the email address later on, also when you go to the website, and then we can once again check your eligibility individually. Yeah? Okay, very important. Official application from 15th of January until the 1st of March. Good, what I just said. This is how it works. This is how it works. Yes, English, I already said. You have to bring an English certificate, TOEFL or IELTS, what you see here. It's also displayed on the website. Only if you did a bachelor's or a master in the UK, in Australia, in the United States or in Canada, then you don't need it. So if you did your high school diploma there, or if you were born in some of those countries, it doesn't matter. It doesn't help if you did a bachelor's degree entirely taught in English in Germany or somewhere else. I'm sorry, I didn't make the rules, but then you have to bring the certificate. Yeah. So when you apply, so we are pretty fast in evaluating your application and provide you feedback, not only if you're applicable, but if you get admission or not, right? So tuition fees, what I said, without tuition fees, no GTIME. I'm sorry. We are not allowed to make profit as a public university, not allowed, right? But so the fees are what you see here. Doesn't matter if you are a German student, European or non-European student. So tuition fee for the first year in Hamburg, which has to be paid in 2 installments, is always the same, 6,500 euros. The tuition fee of the second year depends on the second year partner, right? We can't influence it. So once again, very often we get the question, are there scholarships available? TUHH itself does not offer scholarships because usually we do not charge tuition fees. I know this might be confusing. GTIME is different. It's special and different also in this case. But please visit, we provide some tips, recommendations where you can find information about scholarships. But again, as Nino said, so my German university is offering many information in this regard. Yeah, and we listed some others here. I should be done, fees and, okay, and also last slide from my side. Many of our students, they looked for scholarships on their own in Germany, but also in their home country. So from Indonesia, from Thailand, from Mexico, from Turkey, we already have had students who got national scholarships because they're also promoting studying abroad. Just have a look. It's just not for sure, not guaranteed, but go for it. And what I said, so many of our students, I would say 80%, they have a job. They work next to the program, not only to make money, but also to gain working experience, to improve their employability chances. And we make sure that it's possible for you. And we help you to find a job. And in addition, we are also offering 2 to 3 jobs for students from each cohort at our institute, supporting us in our social media activities, doing project-based work and so forth. Yeah. Okay. I talked a bit longer than expected, but good. So go to the website, scan the barcode, and now I'm more than happy to answer your questions.
Great. Thank you so much for all the details. You actually answered many of the questions, if not all, with your presentation. But
Good.
we have today quite active audience, which is really nice. So that's a good sign of having your interest, dear applicants. And I also tried to be helpful. So for dear attendees, the email address for Stefan Bergmann is in the chat. The pre-check link is there. Fees funding offered and module descriptions also here. And of course, the program page copied a few times. So feel free to check that out. Just open tabs and have a closer look today after today's session. But before that, let's start. Yeah, I will copy the email from Stefan Böse as well.
Okay, sorry.
All good. And now let's start. So, dear board chair, I see you raised your hand. Do you want me to promote want to be promoted to panelist so you can use your camera and microphone? I just click on that, so feel free to accept it. Yeah, great. So you are rejoining now. And before that, first I want to address the question which came from Owen from Pakistan. So as I said from the beginning, this is your future university. So I think it was taken seriously. And then Owen urged me to ask you because I shared the enrollment tips, but to double check with you, will I get easily enrolled and how much will be their expenses? Because I am 7,000 kilometers away from your university, from whom I can ask for more information about it in detail.
Okay, if you're eligible or not depends on your bachelor's degree. We are not limiting ourselves to certain bachelors like engineering. So no. So this would not be a reason not to apply. If you're eligible, also depends on your marks, right? So this is checked by the system in the admission office. So if your marks are good enough among the top 1/3 of your university, but nevertheless, do the pre-check and you will get immediately or very fast, you will get an answer if you're eligible for application or not. So it really depends on the individual. So how much it will cost you. So this is what I showed you and talked about in the presentation. But you can also go to the website and there under fees and funding, you find detailed information about the tuition fee. First year, 6,500, doesn't matter where you're from. Second year, according to the tuition fee of the individual second year partner. Plus, there are hints about the living expenses you have to expect in Germany, Hamburg, as well as the second year partner destinations.
Great, thank you. Thank you very much. I allowed board chair to talk, and now the attendee He's disappeared, so I hope he or she can rejoin us. So now let's follow the list of other questions. Hello, Stefan. Are there opportunities to collaborate with startups or established companies during
Both.
the program?
I think I talked about it, yes. So we have startups on campus. There are startup fairs. There are startup meetings where you can meet entrepreneurs, people who have started their companies. What I said, so we collaborate with a lot of companies in our classes. Plus, not only 𝘱𝘢𝘳𝘵, but also there are competitions, challenges called Fishing for Experience, or the Indian company, large engineering company, LTTS. They have a Techium challenge, so where students can form groups and work on challenges and can win prizes, money, and so forth. Plenty of opportunities to get in touch with companies of all sizes, startups, small, medium-sized companies, large ones. Plenty of opportunities.
Thank you so much. Next question. Good afternoon, sir. I would like to know whether there are language prerequisites for studying at the partner universities.
No. So first year, second year, all classes are taught in English. So to be accepted to get admission, you have to fulfill certain language norms like IELTS or TOEFL. So you find it on the website. And if you apply and you will get admission at 𝘱𝘢𝘳𝘵, it automatically means you get admission to the second year partners. There's only one exception. So our very attractive partner, Tampere University in Finland, they require an engineering bachelor. This is the only, let's say, limitation. Otherwise, you can go wherever you want.
Thank you very much. Next question. Are the lecturers regular Hamburg University lecturers, or you have special guests from companies only?
No. So every class is run by a professor, a lecturer from 𝘱𝘢𝘳𝘵. So just in 2 or 3 electives, we have external lecturers running the show, but some of them are also professors. In one case, it's somebody with a PhD working for a company. But all classes, the module for the module responsible people are professors, lecturers, senior lecturers from 𝘱𝘢𝘳𝘵. So this is guaranteed. And when we bring in experts, so practitioners, they do it together with us. So quality control is guaranteed.
Thank you very much. In terms of logistics, is it easy to move within universities from non-EUs, or does it have preconditions?
I don't know if I get the questions correctly. So you mean from the first year to the second year destination? So
I think so.
So far, only once or twice there was a delay in granting the visa, but I think the student applied a bit late, but it was possible. So far, we have never had problems. And the good thing is that, it's not only us who are helping you, but we have a very, very active alumni network. And we get you in touch with the GTIME students who are studying at the second year destinations. So they have valuable insights and hints, information for you, what you have to do, which mistakes you should avoid, and so forth. Right? And I encourage you because go to the GTIME LinkedIn page, for instance, and if you have questions, because of course I'm a bit biased because I love my program, but get in touch with the current students, former students, and get their feedback. And so then you will figure out that it's a cool program. I can only encourage you, right?
I will search for the GTIME link for LinkedIn and also post it in chat, dear attendees. Yeah, thank you very much for this insight. Next question, which is not a question but a statement. I want to enroll in this course. Go ahead, check the pre-check thing and then apply.
We're looking
Dr.
forward to it, to having you. And, you know, and in 1 year time, because tomorrow evening after our presentations with IBM, we will go to the Christmas market. Those of you who have never been to a Christmas market in Germany, it's pretty cool. And then I'm looking forward to, showing you a Christmas market in Hamburg next year.
Just to add on it, there are a number of Christmas markets and all different, so it's worth attending it. I've been there only twice, so I need to fresh my memory in that regard. All right, the next question. Dr. Böse, thank you so much for such an interesting presentation. This program seems so tailored to the current trends and company needs. Also, you have so many partners. Is it like a usual process that your graduates can very easily start working with your partners? What is the percentage of students who have this experience starting from 2018?
There's no guarantee. I'm honest. So I can't guarantee you that if you start GTIME next year, so then after 2 years you will guaranteed find a job in one of the partners. But as I said, I'm very, very optimistic and positive. Why? Germany and German companies. So we have been facing the challenges of the demographic changes. So aging society. So all companies are looking for qualified people, and this demand will increase. We are talking about an intake in autumn 25. So you will graduate, let's say in summer, autumn 27, even though Germany has been in a kind of a small recession. So this will be over. So, and with working experience next to the program as a student, with a student job, I'm deeply convinced that you will find a job in Germany, in another European country, or wherever you want to work. So based on experience, what I said, more than 90% of our students have a job right after graduation.
Great. This is very promising and also positive. For the application, you need only bachelor's degree and language certificate. If I provide motivation and recommendation, will that help or on the contrary? Also, do you need financial proof during the application process?
So the reason why we are not asking for reference letters or motivation letters like many other universities is that it's easy to get it. And a motivation letter. So if I ask my friend ChatGPT or another AI, it's also easy to get it. We've been in touch with many of the applicants before. So right then, if you want to, please do it, because many do it, and we read the motivation letters, but it's not the main selection criteria. No? So why not just do it? Sorry, second question was
will have, and do you need any financial guarantee before the application?
So TUHH, no, we don't need that. So this is also, if you apply and if you get admission, so latest beginning of March, you know, if you have admission. If you get admission, you have to accept the admission. But the accepting the admission does not automatically mean, okay, now you have to pay. No, you have until end of August, 1st of September. I think it's the deadline is 1st of September, until when you have to pay the first installment, 50%, so 3,250 euros. And only if you pay the first installment until 1st of September 2025, then, only then, you know, you have finally accepted the admission. So first, formally, you have to accept it, but only if you pay the money, we know that you will come. Right? So, but if you are coming from foreign, or especially from India or somewhere else, I think to get the visa, you have to show a blocked account, where you have to show that you have a certain, I think it's, Nino, it's
11,000, almost 12,000.
Okay, so where you have to show money, that you have money to pay the rent and whatever. Yeah.
Mm. All right. Next question. I'm particularly interested in emerging technologies like IoT. Are there courses or electives that focus on managing innovations in these areas?
So we are not. We are dealing with innovation. We are dealing with innovations in digital areas. We are dealing with digital solutions as an enabler for new innovations, products, services, business models. But we are not an IT master, right? So we are dealing with innovation management in a more and more globalizing world, where such aspects like IoT, AI, and whatever play a vital role, because they're important for companies, not only for startups which come up with AI-based, IoT-based new business models, but how they can apply such technologies to improve their situation. So, but we are not an IT specialized master.
One more. I'm interested in entrepreneurship. Is there a special track to pitch to help students pitch their own business ideas?
Yes. So what I said. So there are electives where you can also focus and go into entrepreneurship areas. Plus, what I said, I showed you, there's something we call Startup Doc. It's an incubator where people who are interested in founding their own company, or who are interested in finding like-minded people, can meet. They get support, all kind of support, technical support, managerial support, financial support, if they have a good idea. Yes, there are plenty of opportunities and ways for potential startups and entrepreneurs.
Thank you. And finally, I would like to know whether there is a thesis involved in master's program, or is it just coursework?
Sorry, what is involved?
Thesis.
Yes. So in the last semester, in the fourth semester, you have to write a master thesis. And most of our students, they do a master thesis in collaboration with the company. So just today, I had one of my GTIME students, she had her colloquium, so her oral defense, and she did it with Siemens Gamesa. So it's the renewable energy unit of Siemens. And she worked on process innovations in procurement. And this is just one example. Yes, you have to do a master thesis, but many do it, what I said, in collaboration with companies.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. We answered 19 questions, which is great. Thank you for taking all of them. Dear attendees, of course, thank you very much for your interest.